guys, it's Amber. Welcome to my channel. I post bookish and home fragrance content. I'm so happy to have you here with me. Whether you are returning or new, welcome. So today I have a book haul for you. These are books that I have purchased the last 3 or 4 months, and they were piling up, and I was like, I want to share them with you guys so I can put them away or read them. So let's jump into it. I'm super excited to share all these. So the first one I have is brand new. It came out August, or it might have been July. I can't remember. This was on my most anticipated, I can talk too, anticipated reads, and it is The Spell Shop by Sarah Beth Durst. I had to get this. Look at how adorable and whimsical this cover is. This is like what drew me to this book in the first place. If you've been here for any amount of time, you know I'm into whimsical, fantasy, cozy type of stories. And the second I saw this book, and I was like in love. So I had to get it. And then reading the synopsis, I was like, oh, this is perfect. This sounds like such a fun book. So this is about a girl named Kyla, who was a librarian, I guess, at the Great Library of Elysium. And she has a magical sentient plant who is her assistant. They were sequestered among the Empire's most prestigious type of spell books, preserving the magic. And I guess there was a revolution, according to the synopsis. The library ends up being torched, and Kyla does everything in her power to get as many books as she can out of there. She ends up moving back to her childhood home, which I guess is a library, or not a library, an island that she used to live on. I think it was an island, something like that. And she ends up seeing that there's a need for a bakery in town. And so it's kind of like she kind of leads like a double life, having a spell shop behind the bakery type of thing, something like that. So it's a cozy fantasy, and I couldn't pass it up. The cover is just adorable. I love it so much. So that is The Spell Shop. Okay, the next one is, or the next 4 are ones that I have read previously, and I wanted them in my collection because they were 5-star reads for me. I adored them when I read them back in the day. The first one is The Sorcery of Thorns. This is by Margaret Rogerson. This is a fantasy. It's also by about a girl who was in a library preserving books. So there seems to be a theme. I do love books that are about books. So this is about a girl named Elizabeth, and she was orphaned, from what I remember, and left at this great library that deals with magical grimoires that she helps to preserve and keep safe, type of thing. And then there is a danger that ends up coming about, and it's about her dealing with all that. And yeah, it's wonderful. It's a fun book. I highly recommend this book, actually. Like I said, 5 stars. There is a novella as well that I recently read that continues the story a little bit. I read it 3 months ago, something like that, 2 or 3 months ago, and it was super cute. But this definitely is a 5-star standalone book. I wish the author had continued it, besides the novella. I wish she had continued it because it was really fun. Okay, then I have a trilogy for you guys. So the trilogy, I can't remember the name of them. I think, oh yeah, the Elemental trilogy. And it's by Sherry Thomas. She is well known for her romance books mainly. But these are YA fantasy books. And the first one is called The Burning Sky. And then we have The Perilous Sea is the second book. And The Immortal Heights is the third book. And I adored the series. I thought it was such a fun time. It has a, let me see, I can't remember if there's a map. No, there isn't a map, but there are like footnotes and stuff in the chapters and stuff like that. And I adore that. I am a sucker for a map in a book or things like that add like realness to the books type of thing, even if it is a fantasy book. So highly recommend this. This is about it takes place in England kind of, or it starts out in England and then it ends up the main character, I don't even remember how to say her name. Ilanthi, I think. Seaborn is the greatest elemental mage of her generation, or so she's been told. The one prophesied for years to be the savior of the realm. It is her duty and destiny to face and defeat the Bane, the most powerful tyrant and mage the world has ever known. This would be a suicide task for anyone, let alone a reluctant 16-year-old girl with no training. And there is a prince. It's a love story. It's fantasy. It is super fun. So that is the Elemental trilogy. These are hard to get your hands on now because they're kind of out of print. I was able to get the first and the third on Amazon, brand new. And then the second book, for some reason, out of all of them, I couldn't find new. So I had to get this one used. But just to be aware, hopefully your library will at least have it, but highly recommend this series. It is fun. Okay, then last but not least, I did receive an Illumicrate shipment, and this was May's, I think, something like that. I'm trying to remember. I know like when I go ahead and order it, what it's going to be, because I like to know ahead of time, even though it's supposed to be a surprise box, because that way I can skip it if it's one that I don't think I'm going to like. But I'm trying to remember what it is now. I think this was May's. So let's see what it is. Oh, yes, I was right. I'm pretty sure this was May's. So it is Of Jade and Dragons. And, oh, it's by Amber Chen. Did I say who the other books were? Yeah, I did. I always forget sometimes. I shouldn't say always then. I forget sometimes to say who the author is. But this is gorgeous. Let me open it all the way for you all. This, I think, is kind of a Mulan retelling, like inspired by Mulan. So, Of Jade and Dragons, and it is beautiful. To seek revenge, she needs to stay alive. And look at how pretty that is. And let us see the the inside. We got a picture of some of the main characters, it looks like. And then the back, so pretty. And oh, this is so pretty. Look at it, the naked hardcover. I love the colors. So pretty. And it looks beautiful with the blues and then the greens. So beautiful. I love it. So this is 18-year-old, I don't even know how to say her name. I'm so terrible. Oh my gosh. I'm just batting 1,000 right now, these names. Ying. we'll just say Ying, dreams of becoming a world-class engineer like her father. But after his unexpected murder, a heartbroken Ying is determined to discover why anyone would threaten a man who ultimately chose a quiet life over fame and fortune. Left with only a journal of her father's engineering secrets and a jade pendant snatched from the assassin, Ying follows the trail to the capital and the prestigious Engineers Guild, a place that harbors her father's hidden past. So she pretends to be her brother because in the guild only men are allowed. So it is kind of like a inspired by Mulan type of thing. So of jade and dragons, it's just gorgeous. Oh, I love it. So, so pretty. All right, you guys, that is everything that I got in the last few months. I can't wait to put these beautiful things on my shelves and reread, because a few of them has been a minute since I have read them, and I look forward to doing that. Especially a couple of them, like The Sorcery of Thorns, feels fallish to me. So this will be going on my TBR for the fall. Stay tuned. I am doing a video on like fall recommendations, so stay tuned for that. But spoiler, this is one of them that will be recommended. So I appreciate all you guys. Sorry, this is a little bit of a scatterbrained mess, but I hope it was enjoyable. I appreciate all of you. Please like and subscribe if you haven't yet. And until next time, I hope you have a wonderful day. TTFN. Ta-ta for now.